Once upon a time, in the depths of ancient Africa, while the oppression of hair shaving to erase identity during the dark era of slavery, a remarkable act of defiance emerged. Oral history unveils the hidden tale of enslaved Africans who turned their hair into a secret language, a symbol of their bravery and strength. Hello and welcome to another episode of Storytelling with Bolabi Media. In today's episode, we will explore the untold narrative of our ancestors' courage, revealing how their hairstyles became their only way out of doom, guiding their paths to freedom during enslavement. But before we go on, do make sure you subscribe to this channel, like, share, and hit the notification bell to stay updated on more fascinating stories of diverse African cultures. Braids in Africa meant more than just hairstyles. They were powerful symbols through African history, conveying messages about their age, social status, wealth, and culture. Many African groups braided their hair to identify with their tribe, to mourn the loss of someone, to get married, and many other reasons. This was what it was until the early 1500s, particularly in the Horn and West Coast of Africa. Beyond mere beautification, they became a means of secret communication, a covert messaging system for enslaved Africans forced into migration. Known as cornrows, this hairstyle derived its name from the fields where many toiled under oppression, while in the Caribbean, it echoed the harsh reality of sugarcane plantations as cornrows. Yet, its origins trace back further, possibly to Kulese in Yoruba, Nigeria, meaning a creature without legs. That may linger on the possibility of Africans making use of hairstyles to weave tales of liberation, but the evidence from the Stone Age paintings of the depictions of women adorned with cornrows in the Tassili Plateau of the Sahara speaks volumes. These revelations supported historical accuracy, affirming that this practice dates back to at least 3000 BC. The best documentation of this was in the 1600s, where Domingo Bencos Bioho, a royal captured by the Portuguese from the Bizargos Island, escaped slavery with 10 other African men after a shipwreck off the coast of Colombia Magdalena, where boats loaded with Africans always sail across. Bencos, leading his fellows, sought deep into the forest, far from their oppressors, and built what would become the village of San Basilio de Palenque, which still exists today along the street of Mahates, Colombia. He devised a daring idea of having women braid their hair into patterns as maps. These maps, woven into every strand of hair, were made to look similar to the nooks and crannies of the underground ways, to pave way for successful attempts, avoiding the risks of writing or drawing anything, with precise counts to indicate possible escape routes, where to draw water from, and meet up time. This braids was the only lifeline that didn't draw the attention of their owners. Thanks to these intricate braided maps, countless Africans were led to the refuge of San Basilio de Palenque, often referred to by the locals as simply Palenque. Palenque became the first free African town in the Americas when a royal decree issued by the Spanish crown officially liberated its residents from the chains of slavery. It was recognized by UNESCO in 2005 as a masterpiece of the oral and intangible heritage of humanity. San Basilio de Palenque formed its own army, and because its natives, now known as Palenqueras, were from diverse African countries hailing from Congo, Angola, Guinea-Bissau, Nigeria, Guinea, and Mozambique. They had to form a unique language called Palanquero. Of the main Palanques that existed in former times, only San Basilio has survived until the present day. The people still perform the traditional dance of their slave ancestors, and the rich history of braids is celebrated as Afro Colombian Day every May 21st, commemorating the abolition of slavery in Colombia in 1851. So if you ever find yourself near the Cartagena region, don't miss your chance to visit this village that was formed by the brave people of African roots, still standing today in the enduring spirit of freedom. Another celebration of African braids history took place at the Smithsonian Folklife Festival, where in 2011, a piece by the Washington Post featured a braid historian, Xiomara Aspiga Garcia, shedding light on the remarkable storytelling of braided hairstyles of the ancient Afro Colombian women of Choco. For instance, a hairstyle called the partes, which means longing for freedom, signified a silent plea to escape, with its thick, tightly braided locks tied into buns atop the head. Curved braids, resembling winding pathways, mapped out the route to liberty. Rivers flowed in shape of worm-like braids, just like present-day zigzags. Hills and mountains rose in form of slightly high braided knots known as Bantu knots. But the most intriguing were the tropas, thick braids representing soldiers along the escape route, still known today in a specific region of Colombia as a nod to their historic significance. These braids were like vessels, concealing treasures like gold and seeds, essential for survival after escape. This covert communication method was a simple way to conceal an escape plan amidst the plantation. These entwined strands of whispered hopes helped evade suspicion from slave owners who couldn't decipher the true meaning behind these braids, as some could already understand and even speak the languages of the Africans. Every escaping woman wore her own tale of defiance, but in all groups, one figure stood out: the collective mother, with a unique hairstyle that held deep significance for all. African braids was also believed to hold the essence of personal and spiritual power, connecting some communities with the divine. For instance, in the Yoruba culture of Nigeria, braided hairstyles conveyed messages to the gods. In 2024, cornrows still remain a popular choice among Black people, symbolizing heritage, community, and strength beyond just looks. Celebrities like Beyoncé, Alicia Keys, Yara Shahidi, amongst others, proudly wear cornrows on and off the red carpet, showcasing their versatility and appreciation for the star. So next time you see someone rocking cornrows or any indigenous African braid, pause and reflect on the untold stories they embody, as each braid whispers tales of the resilience and ingenuity of our ancestors. If this episode sparked your interest and ignited your curiosity, don't miss out on future stories. Subscribe to this channel, delve into our archive, and hit the notification bell to stay tuned for more episodes ahead. Until we meet again, stay strong, stay proud, and keep the spirit of our ancestors alive. Thanks for watching.